I'm still getting over the fact that they made you audition, because like we know you as Batman, and it's so weird to hear.
Now you do, but then they didn't. No one knew. You know, I was just Joe Schmo.
Guys, the News 19 nerds are here at Soda City Comic-Con. We have a wonderful treat for you. The Batman, my Batman, the only Batman that I know, Kevin Conroy. Sir, how you doing today?
Hey, how are you? Good to be here.
So, what's it like for these kids out here and people to see you and to know that you're their Batman for at least 20 years?
You know, it's been 27 years. Do you know what's amazing? And I love coming to Comic-Cons for this, because when you work in a booth, you know, you send your performance out into the ether, but you don't get the feedback from the audience that you get on stage. So the only place I get that interaction is here at Comic-Cons, and I get to interact with the audience. But the wonderful thing I meet now are parents bringing their kids. And there's this cross-generational kind of appreciation that goes on for the character that is so gratifying for an actor to know that you've given so much entertainment for people, you know, for so long. So I love it.
It's not only just entertainment, like you are their Batman, from Batman Animated Adventures, Justice League, from movies to video games. Like, you are the Batman. What's that feel like? Did you know that going into the character?
Oh, no, you get a job. It was a job. I auditioned for a job. It was the first animated character I ever auditioned for.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I'd done a lot of theater. I've been on Broadway, off-Broadway. I was a New York actor. I happened to be in LA for another job, a pilot for a series, and I went over to Warner Brothers and did this audition. It was a cold reading in a booth.
Hold on, they made you up.
I didn't even know it had never been. They said, you're auditioning for this new show, Batman, at Warner Brothers. I said, new show? I said, Batman's been around forever. And they said, no, it's never been an animated. I didn't even know it had never been an animated show. And I met Bruce Timm and Andrea Romano and Eric Rogomsky and Alan Burnett. You know, I was meeting like the A-team of animation. I had no idea, because I'd never done any animation. I was just an actor in a booth improvising. And, you know, just they described the character. I went to the darkest place I could think of. You know, I just found this voice. And it was totally improvised in the moment. And so to all those actors out there, there is hope. You know, it can happen to you too. It happened to me. So no, it was totally improvised. And you know, when they order a show, they order maybe 10 episodes at a time, and then they'll order 9 more, and then maybe 10 more. They order them in increments because they don't want to commit too much. So this was in '91 we started recording them. That's 28 years ago. And then they did the next season, then the next season. So then they did Batman and Robin, a new show. So that was 3 seasons of that. And then they did Justice League, and there were 3 seasons of that. And then they did Batman Beyond, and then the video games, and the direct-to-video movies. So it's like you look back and you think, wow, 28 years, what a wonderful thing to have been a part of. But when you're in it, it's one step at a time, you know what I mean? It's just, oh, they got another booking. Oh, you got another booking, that's great. It's just step by step by step. It's like, you know, how do you run a marathon? Step by step, you know?
I'm still getting over the fact that they made you audition, because like we know you as Batman, and it's so weird to hear.
Now you do, but then they didn't, no one knew, you know? I was just Joe Schmo. Joe Schmo, actor from New York.
What's one of the coolest things that I've noticed is that your characters has endured over time. We met Susan Eisenberg yesterday. What's it been like to seeing these guys after working with them for so many years?
It's great getting back together with everybody. The wonderful thing about the show, I think part of the secret sauce of the show was Andrea Romano, who was the casting director. She brought in great actors who love to play. There was no ego in the booth, because Warner Brothers really uniquely likes to get all the actors together in the studio. Most of the animated places like to get completely clean takes. It makes their post-production easier if they have a completely clean take of a performance. Warner Brothers knows that you just get much more interesting performances if you get actors in there together feeding each other. Acting is as much about reacting as it is acting. If you give me more, I'm going to give you more back, you know what I mean? So the bookings, I'd be in there with Roddy McDowell, Mark Hamill, Ron Perlman, you know, just amazing actors. How can you not perform well? Stacy Keach, Dana Delaney, the wonderful people that they bring in. That it would just pull so much out of you. So when we get together now, 27 years later, and I see Susan or Diane Pershing, who was Poison Ivy, Adrienne Barbeau, who was Catwoman, it's great getting back together. And everyone right away slips right into their character voice, you know what I mean? So it's fun.
One of the most interesting things about this is that you mentioned Mark Hamill. Did anyone know Mark Hamill had that in him
No.
to be like?
No. No, Tim Curry had done the Joker for the first few episodes, and everyone knows Tim Curry's that wonderful actor from Rocky Horror. He's a wonderful actor. And they told me they were going to replace him, and I thought, why? He's great as Joker. And then they told me Mark Hamill was coming in, and I thought, Luke Skywalker? Are you crazy? And then I saw Mark do it, and I realized Tim was crazy as the Joker. Tim was crazy, like lock up the kids, don't let them watch this scary crazy. Mark Hamill came in and he was crazy funny. Crazy out there funny. And I thought, oh, I get it. It's like when you watch Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger's fantastic as the Joker. He's not better than Mark. I think Mark will always be my Joker. But Heath Ledger was brilliant as the Joker in another kind of crazy. There are just different ways to play it. So no, I had no idea Mark was going to do what he did. But having said that, I now, after getting to know him for so many years, I became aware of Trickster that he did on The Flash, and I didn't know about that.
You didn't know?
No. So I just saw that and I thought, oh, well, there's the Joker. I mean, anyone who knew Trickster knew that he had it in him. It's interesting. We get categorized as actors. You're a leading man, you're a character actor, you're a heavy. There are certain people that just always play the same things. Michael Rooker always plays heavies. When I was young, I was always playing young leading men. It's just the look you have. Mark always was playing young leading men because he is still a good looking guy, but when he was young, he was really handsome. No one knew he had it in him. He's not a leading man. He's a character actor. That's what he really is. So all of that crazy, exotic personality that he brings to it is what he really is. That's what he loves to play.
One last question. You're finally going to be Bruce Wayne on camera.
Yeah.
In the CW show Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yeah,
what was that
crazy?
Like? What was
That's
that
crazy.
like when you got that call?
Oh man, I was like, yeah, finally. It's going to be fun. I mean, I don't know anything more about it than you do. They haven't sent me a script or anything.
Really?
No. They don't let anyone see anything because they're afraid we'll leak something. Because actors have mouths, and I've gotten in trouble, believe me, for saying things I shouldn't say. So no, I have no idea what he's going to do. But I'm playing old Bruce Wayne, So we'll see. It'll be fun.
Well, we're glad that we actually get to see you on screen for once. And we want to say thank you because for those of us who are fans, you have been our Batman for a generation.
Thank you so
you are our Batman. The other people play the character, but you are our Batman.
You guys are, the audience, the fans, the people here, you are just amazing. Amazing to me. So loving, so appreciative. The Batman fans, the Batman universe is a very unique group. They're very passionate, and I really appreciate that.
We just want to say thank you, guys, for the News 19 Nerds, for Kevin Conroy, a.k.a. Bruce Wayne, a.k.a. Batman. Thank you. We're out.
There you go.